Camping in the Sienna Hybrid here in Big Bend Ranch State Park in the interior. Very few people going mountain biking here. Sienna Hybrid works for this spot because it's less than 18 feet long, which is a limit for this campsite. You can't have big RVs here. A little messy inside, but that's living. Water, biking gear. The bed is folded up back there for sleeping. I have the windows cracked because I do not use the climate control at night here, even though it gets quite cold, being high desert. But the reason I don't use the climate control is I have neighbors, and you don't want to be running the vehicle on and off all night long, creating noise. That's not cool. So I just have down blankets in the back to stay warm, crack the windows for ventilation, and just deal with the cold. It gets down into the 30s here at this time of year. So we got the rooftop box, which is essential for extra gear, bucket toilet, spare tires up there. There is a pit toilet there, so no need to use the bucket toilet. Mountain bike is on the back, but I do have space inside. Sometimes I take the front wheel off and move some of this gear in this corner and just bungee it up in there. Why do I do that? If I want to be more in the city, stealth, I don't want the bike just hanging out there. Also, if the weather's bad, with a lot of rain and stuff, I can put the bike inside if I so choose. Here it is with the bike inside and cleaned up a little better. Just bungee it right to the wall. Obviously the front wheel has to come off. And then just tuck stuff in there if possible. Dropper seat post helps to fit it in there. Bike pump against the wall there. A little more cleaned up for you here. So the key to that is to not have too much stuff in here. I can sleep very comfortably laying out this bed, and other important gear, the jet boil for boiling water, making food. I do have up top some backpacking food, the freeze-dried stuff for emergencies. You can always dip into that. That's really good. Otherwise, I'll show you where I've got some food in the front passenger seat. Garbage. So this is just kind of a spot to throw a bunch of food and whatnot. In the backpack is more food and toiletries there. Coffee. There is storage under this 4x8 sheet of plywood where I have some other supplies. I use bungees a lot to hang things. So my hydration pack for biking, another backpack, and other backpacks there, and clothes. The orange is the down blankets to stay warm. Very important. So I mentioned I do not run the climate control here when camping around other people especially. But sometimes during the day I might fire up the van just to charge electronics. So yeah, this is the interior of Big Bend Ranch State Park campsite. I think I paid about $17 a night, all inclusive. If you get a state park pass, it's a little less. I will do that next time if I come back. You see there's some neighbors there. And I'm about to go for a mountain bike ride here, several of them over the next few days. So I would highly recommend Big Bend Ranch for less people and for single track mountain biking trails. Big Bend National Park does not have those single track trails. It's just dirt roads, which you can ride with a bike, but not as epic as here. Also, there's far less people here, and there's a lot of tourists in the national park, which is normal, and that's fine. And the Big Bend National Park is very beautiful along the Rio Grande with the mountains. This is a little more, you know, interior. Still mountains, but just a different vibe. And for me, mountain biking, it's the way to go. Here's my own little personal Ocotillo right next to the van, very sharp. A lot of pointy boys here in the desert. Every plant wants to stab you. All right, so I highly recommend this spot if you're into backcountry camping. There is a shower about a mile away, so you know it's roughing it, but not too much. I can take a shower and minimal drive right down the road, so that is pretty cool. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.